We have a purpose now for why nature made these plants so hairy. So then I thought that's interesting. So let me read more about salt in plants. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on salt in plants, and there are plants that are called salt tolerant. And salt tolerant plants will take salt from the environment picked up in the roots and they'll expel it. And the reason they'll expel it is that it doesn't become toxic to the plant. It's like when we perspire,
Mm,
we're exuding things out of our skin pores. But these plants were taking these salt levels and reducing them by pushing them through these. So that's the mechanism is very similar to a plant like mangrove, which grows in sea salt. It grows in
mm,
seawater. And if you look at the leaves of mangrove, they're white. The outside crystals. The sea salt is just being pushed out, so it's not toxic to the plant. Now, cannabis or hemp, as we know, is pretty tolerant to environmental stress. It can grow in desert climates, it can grow in areas that probably have a lot of salt in it. And we know that they accumulate salt, right? They're hyperaccumulators. So maybe, and this is just a hypothesis, maybe one of the mechanisms these plants have to deal with excess salt or fertilizer or whatever is they take it up. They can't not take it up. It just kind of goes through the roots. But then when it gets up into the leaves, before it becomes really toxic, they push it out. They send it through these leaf hairs and they start accumulating these crystals on the outside, which could be a mechanism for tolerance to salt in cannabis and hemp. But
mhm,
at least it gives us or gives me a reason why these plants have these hairs, these trichomes. They're great for insects, they're great for maybe deflecting light, but now
mhm.
we think that they may be great in also pushing out excessive salt from these plants and making them more tolerant to the environment. We have a purpose now for why nature made these plants so hairy.